Nanami Kento is a former salaryman turned Jujutsu sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen, known for his calm, pragmatic personality and strong sense of duty. He treats sorcery like a job rather than a calling, often emphasizing work-life balance and disliking overtime, yet he is highly reliable and protective when it matters most, serving as a mentor figure to younger sorcerers like Yuji Itadori, and he possesses a precise and deadly technique called the Reshu technique, which allows him to strike weak points with mathematical accuracy, reflecting both his analytical mind and disciplined nature. Let's see how he can achieve his physique, strength, combat style and athleticism. So first of all, his physique. Nanami is big. He almost has a bodybuilder-like physique. We can see it. Massive traps, back and pecs, great arms and shoulders, and his legs aren't bad. So overall we will work for hypertrophy, but let's not forget strength. I mean, look at this. He sure got some serious strength. I'll argue that his strength is more combat related. The reason is that we didn't see him throwing heavy objects, we only saw his strength through the combat style. With hypertrophy and strength we can add leanness. We can see some serious definition here and especially through his shirt. His upper body is really well built. We will try to be at around 12% body fat. Now let's talk combat style. I recommend kickboxing and Kenjutsu. Even though he uses a knife-like weapon, training Kenjutsu will teach you how to wield a weapon and be effective with it. You learn effectiveness and powerful movements, not just for the show, but for real-life action. With Kenjutsu, let's add kickboxing. When he goes hand to hand, you know you are done. His punches and kicks are powerful and well executed. In my opinion, kickboxing is the best for heavy punches and kicks. The only thing that remains is athleticism. Even though he's massive, he's fast, he knows how to use the space around him, and he's got endurance. To target this athleticism, we will need plyometrics. My usual viewers know why. It is simply the best way to gain explosiveness and overall athleticism in my opinion. Plyometrics are basically exercises that focus on stretching and contracting a muscle really fast to condition this muscle to fast movements. We will dedicate a whole working day to plyometrics. So, he is an athlete, he is strong, he is massive, he knows how to fight with and without a weapon, and he is lean. With all of this, we can add only one thing: flexibility. If you do all of this and don't stretch, your body will become stiff, and we don't want this because this will slow us down. So stretching will prevent this by giving you more range of motion, preventing injuries, and to some degree help with recovery. Now let's get down to business. 4 working days, 2 upper and 2 lower days. You'll see the following structure: the exercise number of sets times the number of reps. Only 1 or 2 working sets here because more than 3 will just damage the muscle. This is of course if you go to failure on every set. Obviously, since you have only 2 working sets, go to failure on every set to condition your muscle to adapt for next time. Keep in mind that the nervous system recovers more slowly than the muscular system. So if you feel that your muscular system is fine, well, there is a great chance that your nervous system isn't fine, so give it time. So only 2 working sets maximum. For the rep range, we only have 7 to 8, 9 to 10 and max. 7 to 8 is a perfect match between strength and hypertrophy. 9 to 10 is the best for hypertrophy. If you do more than 10 reps, you'll build meaningless mass. This 9 to 10 rep range will also give a bit of strength to help with muscle adaptation. And finally, max will be for the abs and plyometrics and is for maximum amount of seconds or reps. Let's begin. Upper 1, weighted dips. This is the best exercise for pecs, front delts and triceps. You'll gain a lot of strength and muscle mass. If you can do this exercise on the rings, it would be better, since you'll need to stabilize yourself. Next, weighted chin-ups. I had to decide between chin-ups and pull-ups, but I went for chin-ups since it's a better exercise for back width in my opinion. So this will build back width and strength, and a bit of biceps mass and strength. Then we have lateral raises. You can either do them with dumbbells or with cables. This will build the nice roundness of the shoulders we want. This will give a great look to your physique. After that, dumbbell shoulder press. Only 1 working set here because we already have the dips and dumbbell incline press for them. Try setting the bench at an angle of 80 degrees to maximize their utilization effectiveness. This will give you a better look to your shoulders and help you with punching strength. And finally, incline biceps curls. Try setting the bench at an angle of 45 degrees to hit the sweet spot for tension. This will build arm thickness and strength. Moving on to upper 2, incline dumbbell press. Try setting the bench at an angle of 45 degrees if you have a big rib cage and 30 degrees if you have a normal rib cage. This will build the shelf part of the pecs, this nice upper pecs roundness. This will also give punching strength. Next, barbell rows. This will give you pulling strength and back thickness. The pulling strength will be great if you have to bring your arm back to strike harder. Then lateral raises, once again for the boulder shoulders we want. After that, reverse flies. You can either do them with the machine or with the cables. This will give your shoulders the final touch for the roundness we want. This also comes in handy when you need to wield a weapon. Only one working set here because we have the chin-ups and barbell rows to target them. And finally, cable overhead extension. Doing them with the low cables and straight or V-bar will be the best for mass and strength. This will build arms thickness and strength. I will not recommend the rope simply because it isn't that great for strength. Now the lower days. Lower 1. Starting strong with barbell squats. This is the best exercise for vertical pushing strength and overall quads mass. You can either do them with the free barbell or on the Smith machine. Next, for mainland deadlifts. This will build the posterior chain strength, vital for sports of any kind and athleticism. This will build hamstrings and glutes mass. Then, calf raises. This will be useful for vertical and horizontal pushing strength. After that, we have shrugs. I know this isn't a leg exercise, but we don't need more exercises for the legs, so we will put the traps here. Shrugs will bring a fuller look to your upper body and make you look bigger. And finally, hollow body hold. This is vital for core strengthening, which is useful for strength exercises and combat training. This will not really bulk up your abs, but this will give them more definition and more useful function. And last but not least, lower 2, plyometrics day. We will begin with box jumps. This will build the vertical explosiveness we want, so more jump speed and height. Next, broad jumps. This will be great for horizontal explosiveness, so longer jumps and faster sprinting starts. Then, hurdle jumps. This will be good for horizontal and vertical explosiveness, so you'll jump higher, faster and further. After that, lateral bounce. This will make your movements smoother by reducing time between movements. This will come in handy if you need to change direction. And finally, hollow body hold again for abs conditioning. Little note here for plyometrics, the average rep range sits between 3 to 6 reps because after 6 you may slow down and use more strength than explosiveness. But if you feel that you still are explosive, keep going until you're no longer explosive. With all of this, there are some things you should know. Always have a proper execution for every exercise. Always warm up between an exercise and give yourself 2 warm-up sets. Go light, don't already burn all your energy and rest 2 to 3 minutes between every exercise, and that is the warm-up sets too. On every lower day, when you have time, try practicing Kenjutsu for maximum 45 minutes. Just break a sweat and focus on technique. On every upper day, try practicing kickboxing for maximum 45 minutes. Once again, just break a sweat and focus on technique, then speed, and only after the strength. No cardio training here because we already have enough with the combat training. Stretch for 20 to 30 minutes on every rest day, and please keep the rest days. If you go back to the gym, you'll feel it in a bad way. For me, the best way to see progress is only if you give at least 48 hours between every workout. So 1 day off. If you can do 1 day on, 1 day off, then do 1 day on, 2 days off. This could work even better, it depends on your ability to recover and a ton of factors. If you want to be jacked like Nanami, you'll need some serious nutrition. You'll need to know your BMR and TDEE. And based on this, you'll need to take a good look in the mirror and decide if you need to be on a bulk, cut or maintenance. To make it simple, if you can't see your abs because you have too much body fat, be on a cut. If you see too much definition in your abs and quads, or if you are sub 12% body fat, be on a bulk. And if you see your abs just fine, or simply put, if you are at around 12% body fat, be on a maintenance or slight surplus of 150 to 200 kilocalories to equilibrate with the mass gained. If you need some basic knowledge for nutrition, I made 2 videos. The first one talks about the foundations of nutrition, macronutrients and micronutrients. The second one talks about the gut-brain axis, or how the food affects your body and your daily thoughts affect your digestion. If you want to know more things about your muscular system, check my video on the matter. And finally, if you are interested about other physiques, I talked about some great physiques, so don't hesitate and check them out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was everything I had to say. If you want to see another physique on here, let me know it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, let me know it in the comments too. And we will meet next time for another video. And like always, take care.